Are you drawing a dick and balls?
Hey guys, just quickly zapped up a base frame for our toolbox on the front of the van. Probably shouldn't call it a toolbox, it's mostly an electrical box with some storage in it. So inside this box, which will actually be 1200mm high, we plan to house our lithium batteries, our solar charge controller, all the breakers associated with the solar system, our Reddy 3 kilowatt inverter, which is also a 90 amp charger when we're on shore power. And what else? And then we'll just see what room's left. It'd be really nice if we could fit the Weber Q on a baby Q on a slide in there, and also the wok burner and wok, which vertically we've got lots and lots of space. I'm just not sure horizontally. So what we might do now is take this frame over to the bench and we'll just mock it up with all the batteries and the inverter and all that sort of stuff, and we'll just see what sort of layout we're going to end up with. So we'll do that now. So we've just laid out some of the components that are going to go inside the electrical / storage box. On the right here we have a little King's fridge slide. The plan is to use that for our baby Q, which is plenty big enough to feed the family. We use it all the time in summer now. The next thing we're going to have is our big 200 amp hour King's batteries. We currently have 3 of these, but I think I'm going to get one more and go to 4. This cabinet's going to be 1200mm tall, so vertically all the space in the world. But I'm just trying to keep the electrical in a sort of skinny corridor so that I can have some sort of usable space over here for tool bags, kids' snorkels and fins, all that sort of stuff. The other thing that we need to fit inside the electrical portion of the cabinet is our solar charge controller. This is a Victron MPPT 150-100. So if we can just neatly contain all of the electrical stuff to a fairly skinny but vertically tall section of the cabinet, that'd be really good. And that should leave us a usable bit of space there. But it looks like this overall size is going to work really well. So we'll go ahead and build the box out. G'day guys, so we've got our completed frame. We've sanded all the external weld beads down flush, and we're going to take it over. We've got a friend of ours that owns a guillotine and a hydraulic press brake. G'day everyone. So we just finished all the sanding on the box and brought it outside with the forklift. And we're about to prep it for paint, and then we're going to paint it. So we'll give it a quick blow down with compressed air, and then we'll wipe it down with some thinners just to make sure there's no greases and oils from our skin and our fingerprints and things like that on it. And then what we're going to paint it with is this product here. It's basically the same as the brand Raptor Coat. It's a truck bed liner or bed liner product. It's 2-pack, so you put the little tin in the big tin, shake it up for 2 minutes, and then use the applicator gun that it comes with. Just hook that up to the air hose. It recommends 3 to 4 bar, so we'll do a little test on the back of the box where it won't be seen, just to get it spraying nice. And then we'll spray it out. Let's get on with that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out this front wall. Originally that was the height that the bump out was going to start for the storage cabinet, but I've since decided, once I realised how much stuff I had to get in the front storage box and the dimensions it needed to be, I've made that bigger. So originally we ran these paddles, as you can see, vertically. This time we're going to run them horizontally, so it'll be a full sheet, and it'll be this is 900 tall, so it'll be up at 1200 tall for the join, and we'll completely close in the front wall, and then we'll go through later on and we'll cut the hatch for the access into the overhead cabinet from the inside, which is what's going above the toolbox. So we need to change this wall before we can final fit the toolbox. Yeah, so we'll get on with that now. We're just about to attach the toolbox to the drawbar and the front wall of the van. We didn't want to drill and bolt into the A-frame, so we've got some 50 by 3mm angle iron here. Just going to cut some pieces of that and run 2 strips across to give us something to bolt the electrical box to. So we'll go ahead and do that now. G'day guys, so you saw us close the front wall in yesterday. What we have to do now is just run some angle line in the 2 vertical corners and across the top to secure that panel to the walls and the roof. And then once we've done that, we're going to cut out the opening on the top panel, which will be our cupboard door entrance into the front storage locker. And then once we've got that opening cut out, that'll give us access to sort of build it out the front. So we'll go ahead with that now. There we go, all buttoned up on the inside, all riveted. So that is one cheek wall on. Obviously I have to trim this little corner here off, and we'll do the same on the other side. Over here, and then once we get that on, I will have to climb out of this little hole here, which will be our cupboard door through to our bed frame. So I'm currently standing in the cupboard.
That's a lot of space in my clothes.
Help, she's locked me in the cupboard again.